Well, hello there, humans to be earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and whoever you're lucky enough indeed to be doing it too. Welcome back to channel. Today we're going to be talking about a little bit of everything to do with the 5.56 AR DMR family. The shell velocity, the tap-tap-tap-a-rooing. This is still my favourite parachute. Season 2 Ace parachute. I don't know why. It just doesn't have... It doesn't have too much going on. It's got just enough going on to make me happy. And there's a QBU. So let's, with that QBU, I can get sidetracked by anything. Honest to God. I can start talking about polar bears in a second. Watch out, I love a polar bear. The 5.56 ARs and DMRs are really great at this particular skill. And the reason they're really great at it is they've got such tremendous shell velocity. Now, the reason for me, backstory, that I've been talking and thinking about this lately is I've been doing a lot of videos regarding the bolt actions and the SMGs, and I've had to think about the meta of the gameplay itself and how that affects different weapons. And one of the weapons that it does affect is the 5.56 AR as a secondary, because if you're running a bolt action, you're not really going to be running a 5.56 AR again as a secondary weapon. You're going to be running it only as a primary. Sorry, my audio got screwed there. Someone came in. The real key here for me, though, is the game is becoming more and more specialized. And if you can run an SMG that's got a crazy good time to kill and a bolt action sniper that can do 93 damage to a level 2 vest, or you're going to struggle to find space for a gun like this. Now, the QBU in and of itself is a special weapon. I need to reiterate this because this gun is only on sanhok and a lot of people still don't know the numbers. Thebushka.com will show you the numbers for these guns. In PC, it's like a Mini 14 Plus, which is just a tiny little bit on top. But it actually does 54.8 damage to a base damage to a vest, where a Mini is like 45.9. And that's a huge difference. It's nearly a whole 10 damage, which is a lot. An awful lot. It's like 20% more damage than a Mini. And that's massive. It's still got the Mini style characteristics to its recoil, and its shell velocity is outstanding, whereas it's got the hitting power just over an SKS, but none of the backs, the back-breaking, shoulder-crunching 7.62 kick that you get. And this is one of the reasons why I have a website that has mobile numbers, not PC numbers, because people still just look at the PC numbers. And I've updated that too. You should go check that out. Thebushka.com. There you go, shameless plug, self-promotion. It's my only emotion. And this is me trying to play QBU only. I do enjoy the QBU, and if I pick up a QBU at the start, quite often I'll just try and get all the way through using nothing but a QBU. I've not got it right yet. I end up in situations like this. But this is one of the things I was alluding to about tap firing with 5.56 ARs and DMRs. This is what's so good about them. Watch how quick. Look at that recoil. But more than that, the shell velocity is outstanding on the 5.56 weapons. It's something that is shared across all the 5.56 weapons. Their shell velocity is excellent. And shell velocity is one of the more underrated statistics in PUBG Mobile. The reason it's so important is the way the game calculates engagements. If you are firing at that bloke behind the tree and your shells and his shells are launched at the same time, well, whoever's shells get there first is going to have an advantage. And if you're running a 5.56 weapon and tap firing, you're going to have that advantage. So there's two things going on there that are outstanding. One is that you can get the shell velocity up so your shells hit first. And two is that the recoil is obviously lighter. So it's a lot easier to just step on it and get really, really good results. And again, we got down the last 5 here, but this bloke was camping the circle when he had an organ, a bloody AWM, and I had to go through everyone else, and all the excuses in the world, but we couldn't quite get it done. This also means that you don't have to lead the target as much. Anyone who's watched my How I Lead Targets video would know that if you're firing a bolt-action sniper rifle, your lead time on a target is like 1.5 to 2 body lengths, whereas with a Mini 14, your lead time is very, very small. You can basically fire at the front edge of the target and it will get there hard and fast and furious. Alliteration makes it happen. I mean, watch, this is a 6-scope, right? There's a bloke down there who's firing at me. I think he's got an M16A4. Watch how much lead time we're giving him. It is literally just in front of the target, and it does not even feel difficult. It's buttery smooth firing a Mini. It just doesn't hurt at all. And then bonus clip here, SMG heaven. Here we go. Yep, excellent, excellent, excellent. I may have used this clip twice in another video, I think. I don't know. It's probably a clip so good you wanted to see it twice anyway. The gameplay that's happening now is very much specialization. SMGs that are very good in close quarters, bolt actions which are outstanding at long range. And there is a place for the Mini and guns like it in the game. And one of the beautiful things about the PUBG Mobile universe, not just the Mini, but like M16s and M416s, is that you can tailor your playstyle, and there are the weapons out there that let you do that. You don't have to have a particular playstyle to be successful. You can be successful with a Mini 14. You can be successful with an M24. You can be successful with a QBU. You can run an M16A4 as a secondary and do all kinds of good things. I mean, watch this. I love this gun. Here we go. Step on me, baby. Step on me. I'm a little bit worried though that the tap fire of the 5.56 AR is not utilized the way it should be. I know this is probably an unpopular opinion, but I would love to see spraying become a lot more difficult. I would love to see 3x sprays and such become just wildly inaccurate. One of the problems that we have as a mobile game is that they've dumbed the recoil down compared to PC, and a big part of that is because, you know, it's not everyone has the same kind of devices. It's not as easy for everyone. I mean, we have the issue at the moment with the frames per second going down that kind of limits your DPM capabilities once you are, you know, in a gunfight and you have a lower end device. I mean, the 5.56 ARs are such a steady tap fire platform, and especially early drop when you look at the shell velocity and everything just makes it so easy. Watch this bloke up in the window here in the radar tower. He's going to pop in just a second, and we're going to, the mate of that Amigo, there he is, top left. Just, it never moves. What a gorgeous little gun. So the tap firing is something that I think is underutilized. And even with SCAR-Ls and weapons like that, that grub parked his car across the only entry, so it was difficult for them to get in and out without jumping on the bonnet, and this poor clown got stuck on the other side and knocked where there was absolutely no way of getting back into the into the yard. Thanks very much. Great parking, Trevor. Yeah, love it. Good work. The whole game is changing, which is good. Change is good and interesting, and I think it's changing for the better. But I would love to see more 5.56 AR tapping and a more difficult 5.56 AR spray. And I think that would bring guns like the Mini and the QBU and the M16 as a secondary far more into the light, and it would make them so much more interesting if we couldn't just fire full auto ARs at 150 meters. I do think that would make the game a more diverse and interesting vehicle for Battle Royale. And that's really why we're here, because it is a diverse and interesting bit of gameplay. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Quick look at shell velocity, quick discussion on shell velocity, Mini 14s, 5.56 ARs, the direction of the game. I mean, I feel like I started off with one particular direction and then just, as is my want, kept talking about different things. So maybe we should just call this one Bushka has a fireside chat. Like, look at that. That's very, very, very tough to do. I mean, in real life or in PUBG PC, like 150 meter sprays. It's just, they ain't cool, baby. We need to change this up. Anyway, look after yourselves, and as always, stay safe on the battlefield. Bye for now.